Ed, how did you pick the bones out of that game today? I thought a brilliant game of football between the league leaders and a side that really gave them a good go today.
Yeah. You said to them at the end, really, it's mixed emotions today. You're buzzing because you've been able to push the league leaders right to the end. The fact that they've had to, make so many changes in the second half, not to run the clock down or anything like that, or not because just to get people minutes, but because tactically they were finding it difficult against us, and they had to problem solve. And the fact that they've had to try and run the clock down by holding the ball in the corner for the last 5 minutes, it shows that we had them worried, and it shows the level of our performance. So that's really pleasing. And then obviously you've got the sickener element where it's we've played so well today, and we had some big chances in the second half. So to come away with nothing after such a good performance is disappointing, but it'll be really easy to highlight the positives and to talk about the positives and to frame the week off the back of those, because they were there in abundance today.
Yeah, they were there in abundance today, and we're talking about a very good side, a strong side that's well established and been together a long time. You've got new players coming in, some familiar faces returning, and to sort of click like that is testament to the attitude of the players and what you're doing with them.
Yeah. I mean, it's three really good performances with this group back to back. Like, we're in a position finally where we've got 20, 22, 24 players available for every game day. So it means the competition for places is really high, and it means the standard of training generally has to be really high, because nobody's assured of a place. And I think that's been reflected in certainly this performance and the Bournemouth performance, and in the second half last week against Portishead. So the group's moving in a really good direction. I think it's really important as well because it's been the case for the last 2.5 seasons, but we end up forgetting it. And that's that we've got so many teenagers in the group.
Yeah.
Like, we've had 8 or 9 teenagers on the pitch out of our 11 at one point today. So it's a testament to them to be able to find the level of consistency and the level of performance in the National League, when the average age is so low. The group continues to amaze me, and I'm sure that will continue for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah, big week ahead now. We won't talk about a cup tie until we get Wednesday's home game out of the way. A big game again on Wednesday at home.
Yeah, it's big game at home. It'll be nice to actually play at York Road. Obviously today was a home game, but in reality it's another away game for us. We've played 11 or 12 home games in all competitions this year, and this is, in competitive fixtures, this is our 5th different home venue, and if you include pre-season, we've played on 7 different pitches for home games. The women's game faces challenges that everybody recognises and knows about, and for us to try and grow, we require a settled base, because otherwise it's impossible to get people in through the door. Like, we've brought a fairly good crowd today, but generally it's probably going to be half what we normally get at York Road. So it's impossible to build a following. It's difficult for little girls in the area to be inspired by our team as well, because it's all about, if you can see it, you can be it. Well, they don't get the chance to see it very often because we're having to play away from home so often. So it'll be nice to actually play at York Road, but we've got to be playing there more often. We're so difficult to beat at home at York Road. When I first got appointed, we'd gone 18 months without winning there, so we spent so much time and effort to make sure that we can turn York Road into a bit of a fortress and a place where we pick up points. This year we've lost 4 home games, 1 to Plymouth Argyle, division above in the Cup. The other 3 have all been home games that have been away from York Road. So if we want to stand a chance of growing the women and girls section and being the competitive side that we know that we can be, we have to be at home more, and we need to be back to more.
Let's hope we can inspire some home fans on Wednesday night. Well done today.